Welcome to New York. New York!
Welcome to my school trip to New York and Washington DC. Our journey begins in New York, and once we arrive we explore Central Park. Central Park is the most filmed location in the world, covering up to roughly 843 acres of land, which equates to 16 billion New York apartments. We visited the American Museum of Natural History. The admission to this museum must be booked online, and you are given a time slot to enter. Founded in 1869 by a Harvard student zoologist, the museum is definitely worth a visit, with about 80 million specimens to see. Times Square is one of the world's busiest pedestrian areas. It got its name from the namesake newspaper, the New York Times, when they took up residence in the building, now known as 1 Times Square, in 1904. Broadway shows are a staple of New York City culture, so my favourite evening was when we went to see Aladdin the Musical in Broadway. This was the most spectacular show.
We're getting on the boat.
Yeah.
It's really sunny. I've taken my travel sickness tablets.
Please don't throw up, Poppy.
Pardon?
Don't throw up, please.
Yeah, let's hope I'm alright.
Whilst in New York, you must take a ferry and visit Liberty Island and Ellis Island. Here you have the best views of New York skyline and the Statue of Liberty, which is a symbol of promise, freedom and hope to America. It was a gift from France in 1886 and represents the Roman goddess of freedom. Ellis Island is where immigrants would arrive when coming over to New York. On Liberty Island there is a museum where you can find out if your ancestors immigrated and also their experiences. We also visited the 9/11 Memorial and Museum, located at the World Trade Center. Written around the twin waterfall pools are names of the victims, and in the museum there are authentic artifacts and media, which encourage visitors to reflect on the tragedy and honour those who lost their lives. It serves not only as a site of remembrance, but also as a place for education and healing. The Empire State Building was once named the tallest building in the world. It stands as a signature and definition of the New York skyline. Standing at 380 metres tall, you can see the most amazing view of New York City. Goodbye New York, and we were off to Washington DC, which takes a 4-hour drive. We stopped over in Philadelphia, where the Declaration of Independence was signed, and it is also home to the Liberty Bell, which rang out of the tower of the Independence Hall, introducing the first public reading of the Declaration of Independence in 1776. We made it to Washington DC, and on our first evening we went to see the White House. This is the official residence and workplace of the President of the United States. All White House tours are free of charge and typically run from 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Tuesday to Saturday. The World War II Memorial has magnificent stone and bronze sculptures to honour the Americans who served in the war and represents US states and territories, giving a sense of unity of the United States during the war. A little walkaway is the Memorial of Abraham Lincoln, built to honour the President, and the site has been home to many powerful speeches such as Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream.
Smile. I feel like a little tourist. Because I am a little tourist.
Why are you doing a video? Take a cheeky little picture.
If you're in Washington DC, I definitely recommend visiting the US Capitol, and all the tours, programs and activities they offer are free of charge. The US Capitol has many statues and pieces of history that visitors can see, such as the National Statuary Hall collection, comprised of statues donated by individual states. That was the end of the trip. Thank you so much for watching this video.